Hey everyone, how's it going? Today I will be reviewing Smallville, Lazarus. Warren, there will be spoilers in this review, so if we don't want spoilers, don't watch this video. I liked it. It's just a great episode. It's a great way to start up season 10. This episode does have a lot of tie-ins to the season 9 finale, so if you have not seen that, you're probably not going to understand what the heck I'm talking about. Alright. The episode starts with Clark after he's fallen to his death by Zod and he was stabbed with a blue kryptonite dagger. He's dying and, he's, in limbo. And while he's there, Jor-El tells him that this tombstone will be all that is left of you, my son. Well, he actually shows him a tombstone. While also there, he sees a strange figure who he doesn't really know who it is. It's clear that it's Lex Luthor, but we never see the character's face because, well, they didn't get the actor still. But I don't understand why they couldn't just do digital effect on there. Like, I don't get that, why they couldn't do that. But, Lois finds him. She takes up the dagger. He's healing. She leaves for some reason. I don't really understand why. And, he ends up, going away because he thinks possibly Jor-El saved him because Jor-El was talking to him, I guess. And he ends up talking to Chloe, who's trying to help Oliver because he got kidnapped by the Suicide Squad in season 9. And she ends up having to trade herself for him, and we don't see her until I don't know how until we're gonna see her, but it seems that we might not be able to see her until maybe near the end of this season. And Tess Mercer, she got burned in the face by Zod. So she was dying in the hospital, and she actually did die. And she ends up waking up in Cadmus Labs, fully healed. Parts of her face is covered up, and when she takes it out, her face is fully healed. There's no scarring, there's nothing there. And we don't find out how this happened until Abandon. Well, actually, we find out who it is, but we don't find out how the heck this person was able to do these things. But while she's there, she sees this little kid named Alexander. While she's walking there with Alexander, she sees these tubes, and she asks what these things are. Alexander just says, "They're my brothers. We were created so the creator would be able to take stuff from us, organs, and but there were problems. Some of them got too old. Some of them went crazy. And some of them didn't even last." While he says these things, Tess sees a door. When she opens the door, he says, "No, that's where we put the bad one." And we see this other Lex Luthor, who is just, freaking, just going nuts. He's freaking just punches Tess and just says, "There can only be one Lex Luthor." And he sets the place on fire, killing all the clones except for Alexander. And then he kidnaps Lois, and kind of the same thing that they did in the first season, where he, hangs her like a scarecrow and puts the S on her chest. Sadly, she had her shirt on, so that sucks. And he sets the place on fire. Then he puts a bomb in the Daily Planet, and he calls in Clark, and Clark asks, "You're not Lex. Where is he?" He says, "Oh, he's dead." So Lex really was dead. So he tells him these things. He tells him, you have pride, and that pride will you have too much pride, Clark, and that is one of a deadly sin, and you wear that pride in your chest. And Clark eventually just gets ticked off at him and chokes him, and his nose starts to bleed, and Clark just stops and he tells him, "I'm dying, Clark. You're not doing this." And he says, "It sucks I'm going to die before you fail to save the one you love and or save the Daily Planet." And clearly this guy does not know Clark because freaking he knows Clark. He has all the memories, but he clearly forgets that Clark is super fast and he could clearly save Lois and the Daily Planet at the same time. And he does that. The clone dies, and Clark saves Lois and the Daily Planet, as I just said. And Lois goes to Egypt because she got an offer there. Chloe's gone for now. Oliver is saved. He's trying to find her now. And Tess takes Alexander to try to help him and raise him. Clearly, that's not going to end well, since I talked about in the Luther review. So, I liked it. It was a great. It was a great episode. It was a great way to start it off. The person that actor that played the clone of Lex Luthor, the old clone, did an excellent job. I want to see him in the Superman reboot movie. I think he did a really good job, and like it was just awesome. The story was pretty good. There were some flaws in it, as I just said. That the Lex Luthor should have just done more than two types of problems. Lois getting killed and the Daily Planet. He should have done more than just that. But I don't know. Maybe it's because they don't have. They just wanted to make this episode really short. But I do find that as a problem. Also, in the far ending, you know what I'm talking about. What happens is that Darkseid shows up, and like he friggin' appears like in this dark shadowy cloud thing, and he just appears, and I'm figuring, oh heck yeah! But once you see my Supergirl review, you're gonna find out that like it's not as great as you think it would be. And also, I really find it ridiculous that Darkseid showed up that way. And also, you know, I really personally think that Lex should have just been the head villain of here because he's more built up better than Darkseid. Darkseid is, barely there. I'll get into that later on when I just talk about my full blown review of this series. Maybe my idea of Darkseid will change at the time, but for now, that's all I gotta say. I'll be seeing you in my actual house because I'm still in Virginia, and that's all I had to say. Goodbye.